Hello everyone, welcome to CNA, the daily newspaper analysis. So today is 17th October. Let's see what we have in store for you today. This is me and my relevant working experience. If you want to join our WhatsApp as well as our Telegram group, you can join in by the links given in the description section below. This is the mock interview program which is already going on at our Chanmari Center. So if you want to join this particular program of interview guidance, you can join in by calling us our number or you can register by scanning this code below. This is the Big Billion offer where a new batch will be starting from 30th of October after Puja, and for that we have got a discount on online as well as on our offline courses. So if you want to join, do join by visiting our website csap.co.in or you can call us via our number 9127515541. This is the content of today. Kiki ase? Smart fencing in the India Myanmar border. NASA wants to buy ISRO Space tech. Supreme Court on rights of unborn child. UN's multinational security mission in Haiti, and some prelims facts. Let us come with the first news of today, smart fencing in the India-Myanmar border. So, we all know that India has got a border with countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Bangladesh, and also we know that we have got a coastline of around 7516.6 kilometer. Okay, so in that particular respect, today we want to talk about the Myanmar border, which is basically in the northeastern region of India. So আজি ইয়াতে কি কৰা গৈছে? An advanced smart fencing system of 100 km along the Myanmar borders is in the pipeline to strengthen the existing surveillance system. 2022-23 annual report of the MHA published last week said. So today we know that in this region of Myanmar we have got a well amount of unfenced borders, and therefore some of the unregulated migration has been happening in this particular area, which has even led to some of the violence of recent times, such as the Manipur violence. So tar karone as a smart fencing system or kotha yat koa goise. So smart fencing system boli kole ami ki buju? It is a technologically advanced border security infrastructure designed to enhance surveillance and control along sensitive border areas. And therefore, it typically includes a combination of physical barriers, sensors, cameras, and communication system. These are the main important four parts of a smart fencing system. Very, very important. Ki boli koisu moi? Physical barriers, sensors, cameras, and communication system. Aru hetu karone jetia moi smart boli kau, it refers to what? It refers to the system's ability to use technology for monitoring and responding to border threats effectively. Very important. Okay, so why there is a need for this FSS along the Myanmar border? Ethnic violence and insurgency. We all know Northeast is infested with insurgency problem who has got secessionist demand. That means they want to separate out from this union and create its own state. Okay, so ta hetu bostu ami bahut beshi dekhisu, which started right from the 1960s and it has not been vanished yet. তাৰপিছত আমি অলপ সাৰ্ভেইলেন্স টু বহাব লাগিব কিহৰ কাৰণে বিকজ আমি কিছুমান চ্যালেঞ্জেস দেখিছো টু দা বৰ্ডাৰ ব্ৰিচেস ইন ৰিয়েল টাইম বিকজ অফ ইলিগাল ইনফিলট্ৰেশনস ওকে আৰু তাৰ ওপৰত যিবিলাক আমি ক্ৰছ বৰ্ডাৰ টেৰৰিজম দেখিছো হেবিলাকো আমি বহুতখিনি ইয়াত দেখা পোৱা গৈছে তাৰপিছত টেকলিং কমপ্লেক্স সিকিউৰিটি চ্যালেঞ্জেস দ্যাট মিন্স it's a very fragile security due to factors such as terrain, socio-economic development, tribal rivalries and migration. এই হুপাৰ কাৰণে এই কিছুমান আমি কন্ডিশনস বিলাকৰ কাৰণে চ্যালেঞ্জেস কিছুমানৰ কাৰণে আমি ইয়াতে কিছুমান সিকিউৰিটি সিচুৱেচনস টু টেকল কৰিবলৈ দিগদাৰ হয় because of the rough terrain, challenges associated with the geography, also because of the huge domination of different communities of the tribals. So এইখিনিৰ কাৰণে আমি কিছুমান ইয়াতে problems দেখা পাওঁ তাৰ লগত আমি কি দেখা পাওঁ the free movement regime which today we have with Myanmar. So under this free movement regime, every member of the hill tribes who is either a citizen of India or a citizen of Myanmar and who is also a resident of any area within 16 kilometers of either side of the India-Myanmar border can cross the border on the production of border pass, which has got a 1-year validity, issued by the competent authority and can stay up to 2 weeks per visit. So A bostutu FMR, okay, it's a very important agreement between the two countries because of its friendly gesture. And A bostutu implement kora goisile 2018 sonot as a part of government's Act East policy. Okay, and at a time when India and Myanmar's diplomatic relations were very much in upswing. But at some point of time when the military junta of Myanmar has took over the power, এই বস্তুটো আমি লাহে লাহে এতিয়া দেখিছো যে it has taken an advantageous position towards the insurgents or the infiltrators who wants to visit India and do some of the activities which creates a law and order problems in some of the states of the northeast. আৰু হেতু কাৰণে we can see that post COVID-19 pandemic Manipur government এই FMR to suspend কৰি থৈ দিছে. Okay, because of the infiltrations and all such number of violence or insurgent movements that is coming across this border. Okay, so hetu karone aji ami dekhisu je yate problems to hoar karone ami smart fencing to install koribo laga hoise aru ami dekhisu je yar like alternatively amar bahut gikhon even amar state or Assam oto ei smart fencing ase aru ami bahut belek states oto smart fencing to agbohabole goi asu. But যদি মই কবলৈ যাওঁ, India's first smart fence pilot project was launched in India-Pakistan border in 2018. আৰু এই later এটো Indo-Bangladesh border le shift কৰা গৈছিলে 2019 ত, যেটো আমি কব গৈছো bold kit বুলি। কি বুলি কোৱা যায়? Border electronically dominated QRT interception technique. QRT মানে কি? Quick response technique. Okay, আৰু এটো firstly কত বহুৱা গৈছিলে? Dhuburi in Indo-Bangladesh border in Assam. Okay, আৰু তাৰ associated আমি দেখিছো যে পাইলট প্ৰজেক্টস কিছুমান ৰান কৰা গৈছে তাৰ ওপৰত ইয়াত CIBMS ৰ কথা কোৱা গৈছে ওকে সো সেন্ট্ৰালি ইন্টিগ্ৰেটেড বৰ্ডাৰ মেনেজমেন্ট সিস্টেম সো টু ষ্টেট অফ দা আৰ্ট সাৰ্ভেইলেন্স টেকনলজি হয় য'ত থাৰ্মো ইমেজেস থাকিব ইনফ্ৰাৰেড থাকিব লেজাৰ বেস ইন্ট্ৰুডাৰ এলাৰ্মস থাকিব এৰোষ্টেটস ফৰ এৰিয়েল সাৰ্ভেইলেন্স থাকিব ওকে সো এই গুটেখিনি আমি স্টাৰ্ট কৰিছিলো বাই দা টাইম অফ 2019 where we can see the first project being launched in the Indo-Pakistan border in 2018 আৰু এটো that time কোনে লঞ্চ কৰিছিলে হোম মিনিষ্টাৰ ৰাজনাথ সিং জি ওকে সো এটো আসলে ডিসকাশন about the smart fencing system তো ইয়াৰ মই কোৱেশ্চন দি থৈছো চাই লবা next coming to this NASA wants to buy ISRO Space Tech so it's a good news today of India and its space agency so ISRO chairman S Somnath Sunday said NASA JPL experts wanted India to share its space technology with the US after witnessing the developmental activities of Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft, which has been reported by the PTI. Okay, so etu ketia koa goisile ISRO chief when he was addressing students at the event organized by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's foundation at Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. Aru etu kihor karone patia goisile muk koasun why recently Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was remembered. Muk kobo lage in the comment section. Okay, so ear karone aji we have seen that from when ISRO has acquired some of its exploration in the space so aji ami space of USA ho I am telling about NASA EU ho okay European Union okay ei kekhon countries ba ei kekhon ami space agencies or logot ami bahut kini collaborations korisu to achieve something greater in the space okay to aji jodi ami kobole jao je in only 6 decades India has rapidly ascended as a global fortuner in space technology and also exploration with many credits attributed to the ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization. So, আমি জানো যে এই journey to আমি আৰম্ভ কৰিছিলো 1962 under the visionary guidance of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. Okay, and he have perceived some of the dreams of India harnessing space technology for national progress and even scientifically going with some of the research in space and also venturing into planetary explorations. Okay, so Azi through Mangalyaan, through the PSLV, through the GSLV, even through the Indian remote sensing satellite. Okay, so we have associated ourselves by incorporating very technologies and also getting away some of the launch vehicles in a very suitable manner in the upcoming times. Tar uporoto ami bahut khini yate like achievements ami paisu be it Aryabhatta in 1975 okay be it the Rohini satellites okay tar upor if I say about Mangalyaan Chandrayaan mission এইবিলাকৰ থ্ৰু দি পেলাই আমি বহুতখিনি ইয়াতে আজি এডভান্টেজেছ পজিশ্যনত আছো and even today we are on with the Gaganyaan mission and the recently launched Aditya L1 mission যিটোৱে চানক ষ্টাডি কৰিব তাৰ ওপৰত we have a lineup of forthcoming endeavors like the lunar polar exploration যিটো আমি কৈ আছো LUPEX mission বুলি আৰু এটো কাৰ মাজত হ'ব ইছৰো এণ্ড জাপানৰ জাক্সাৰ মাজত তাৰ ওপৰত আমি এটা নাসা আমি NISAR নিসাৰ বুলি কওঁ আমি এটো নাসা ইছৰো SAR ওকে মোক অলপ তোমালোকে কৈ দিয়া what is basically নিসাৰ মই নকওঁ ইয়াতে তোমালোকে কোৱা what is নিসাৰ ওকে সো এই কোঅপাৰেশনস বিলাকৰ কাৰণে আজি দেখিছে যে ইন্ডিয়া is achieving some of its greater heights আৰু তাৰ কাৰণে US wants to collaborate us for any form of technologies that we are today doing in the space field okay so তাৰ কাৰণে এটো এটা ইয়াতে এটা ইস্যু like এটা strategy আৰম্ভ কৰা গৈছে by ISRO and that is very much a good sign that how ISRO being an advanced space organization is today reaching its level field and even encompassing every other space agencies which are globally known. As in NASA, kune na jane globally, everyone knows. So today ISRO is also getting to its same height, just like NASA, just like JAXA, and just like Roscosmos of Russia. As sobe, as Russia Roscosmos iman sage like ability, as like teketokolor nai jiman as ISRO as growing abilities hoy ase. So that is one of the various circumstances. Jeto ami recently eta Chandrayaan 3 দেখিলো আমি okay landing the satellite on the south pole of the moon okay so that is something in association with this particular agencies to আজি NASA আৰু ISRO collaboration বহুত আছে okay so হেখিনি তোমালোকে যদি জানা মোক অলপ comment sectionত ক'ব পাৰা যে what are the upcoming missions that NASA has with the ISRO মোক ক'ব পাৰা এটা question এটা দি থৈছো চাই ল'ব পাৰা next Supreme Court on the rights of an unborn child okay so yate kihokan news ase a married woman 26 weeks pregnant has approached the Supreme Court seeking to terminate her pregnancy citing inability to take care of the child due to postpartum depression and other health issues okay our Supreme Court to October 9 agreed to her plea but 2 days later a two-judge bench of Justice Hima Kohli and BB Nagarathan delivered a split verdict when the government vanished reports from the AIMS which said that fetus was viable and had a heartbeat so yate Supreme Court etu eta stay logale like we can't kill a child so therefore today the Supreme Court has been examining the matter which leads to discussions on the women's decisional autonomy and the legislative provisions related to abortions so aji yate jitu kotha ulaise what is that it is basically saying about fetal viability aru etu ami keneke define kori asu it refers to the state as which fetus can survive outside the womb and the concept gained prominence in the discussions related to abortion rights because it serves as a benchmark for determining the permissibility of terminating a pregnancy so as I kobole jao about the rights of an unborn child so it involves contemplating the legal and ethical status of the fetal particularly in relation to pregnant women's autonomy and thereby it raises questions about the balance between a woman's right to choose and perceived rights of the fetus and which may lead to various good complexities between reproductive rights and protection of potential life so aji ami jodi kobole jao about the MPT or which we refer as to the medical termination of pregnancy etu MPT boli nokoy etu MTP boli koy the error hoy ase please make sure MTP medical termination of pregnancy which allows the termination of pregnancy under specific circumstances and time frames involving even the advice of medical practitioners and even establishing medical boards in certain cases. And thereby, you can see that under this particular termination of pregnancy, the opinion of only one registered medical practitioner will be required for the abortion of a fetus up to 20 weeks of gestation and of 2 for the termination of pregnancy from 20 to 24 weeks of gestation. But ami obviously ki allow no koru for a person who is around 26 week it will allow no koru ami okay it will allow no koru because it may leads to various number of feticides cases and that is very common in a country like us female feticide kiman hoisila ta time ajiu hoy so ebilak jodi ami nano tetiala obviously it would directly make the female feticides very popular in a country like us. Okay, so hetu karone yate how is 2021 act differs from the previous one. So yate khali eta bostu act kora goisile etu limit to 20 r pura 24 le upheld kora goisile. Okay, so as it more global trends on abortion laws sound. So you can see globally there has been a trend towards liberation of abortion laws and increased access to abortion services. Early 1990s, 60 countries across the world have eased abortion laws. Only 4 countries, namely US, El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Poland, have removed legal grounds for abortion during this time period. And most notably, the US Supreme Court eliminated the constitutional right to abortion in 2022. Tateto nware ki koribo abort koribo. So আজি yate first ki korile allow kora goisile to women to end her pregnancy, but jetia medical report ahile, okay, tetia Justice Kohli said she would not proceed with the earlier decision, wondering which court could ask to stop the heartbeat of a fetus that has life. Okay, so however, Justice Nagaratna differed and said that the petitioner was determined about her decision to not proceed ahead with her pregnancy, triggering a pro-life versus pro-choice debate. And the petitioner, through her counsel, had argued that she was asking for her rights under Article 21, that is protection of life and personal liberty, which overrides the MTP Act. Okay, so yate moi bhalke likhi disu what is basically meaning of right to life. Jitu ami emergency time oto, national emergency time oto আমি সাসপেন্ড কৰিব নোৱাৰো. সো মই এটা 21 কথা কৈছো, মোক তোমালোকে অলপ আৰ্টিকল 20 কথা কৈ দিয়া. What is Article 20? Okay, so 21 ত meaning of right to life কি হয় ভালকে এটা পঢ়ি লবা. I have given you. Okay, and try to attempt these questions on this behalf. Chalo, coming to this next one, UN's multinational security mission in Haiti. So কিহৰ কাৰণে হৈছে? Around a year after Haiti approached the United Nations seeking urgent help to combat deadly gang violence, the UNSC has approved international intervention in the form of foreign security mission led by Kenya to restore security, protect critical infrastructures, and control spiraling violence in the country. So as is the Haiti buli ko. So where is Haiti? So Haiti occupies the western 1/3 of the islands of Hispaniola. Okay, so yare dekhibo para. This is Haiti. Okay, which is basically coming in the Caribbean, near to the Caribbean islands. Okay, so it is basically one of the part of the Caribbean islands. Okay, and it is basically falling under the region of Latin America. Okay, and it is basically situated between Cuba and Puerto Rico. Okay, and therefore the Atlantic Ocean borders Haiti's northern shores, while the Caribbean Sea is in the west and the south. So this Haiti has experienced a surge in violence over the past years because of the armed groups who took control of the larger portions of the country, including its capital, which is known as Port-au-Prince. And therefore, it has resulted in widespread killings of nearly 28,000 peoples, including some minors also. And we have seen that in this country, the human rights have been grossly violated. Sexual violence ase, crimes against women ase, and in addition to this, mass looting and burning of houses has been seen. So, Azi, through this particular mission, the UNSC will try to make sure about the law and order situation of this country. But আজি যদি মই ক'বলৈ যাওঁ যে আজি এইটো বস্তু ইমান ডিলে কিয় হ'ল, বিকজ অবভিয়াছলি যিটো আজি ট্ৰাবল পাষ্ট আছে হেইটিৰ সেইটোক চাই পেলাই ফৰেন মিলিটাৰী ইণ্টাৰভেনশ্যন ইজ সিন বেচিকেলি এজ আ হেডেক বাই দ্য UNSC. বিকজ দ্য লাষ্ট টাইম এটা ৰেকৰ্ড আছে, এনেকুৱা নহয় যে প্ৰথমবাৰ পঠাই আছে. লাষ্ট টাইম আ ফ'ৰ্চ ৱাজ সেন্ট টু ষ্টেবিলাইজ হেইটি বেক, probably if I am not wrong, it was in 2004. Okay, like when Haitian president was overthrown in a rebellion. Titia jetia pothaisile between 2004 to 2017. Okay, so this mission was made by allegations during its deployment in the country, and therefore it can be seen that last of jigejone protect koribo goisile tekhethokoke dukharu korile je you are the main culprit for this situation of Haiti. And therefore, since then, Haitians have been very skeptical about the intervention of a foreign armed forces. And because of the country's troubled past with the intervention under the aegis of the UN, countries were also wary of lending support to this prime minister who does not enjoy the popular support of the Haitians. So, এইবিলাক কাৰণে আজি Haiti বহুত নিউজত আছে. Obviously, Central America, Latin America বিলাক নিউজত আছে যিহেতু you have to be very much sure about even the geographies of this particular region. Okay, মোক কোৱা যে হেইটিৰ আশে-পাশে যিখন কান্ট্ৰিজ আছে সেই কান্ট্ৰিজখনৰ নাম মোক কোৱা. Okay, and also say that which are the choke points in this region of Latin America. Eta important choke point ase, and it is also a canal. To mukhe canal to bikhoy olop tumaloke koa. Okay, so gutekhini moi eta thoi disu UNSC UN peacekeeping force aru eta muk kotha koa tumaloke je as of now UN peacekeeping force sobotke beshi contribution kunkhon country security forces kunkhon country sobotke beshi pothai ase top 3 countries muk tumaloke comment section koa. Okay, so model question ta di thoi disu sai loba. Next, coming to some of the prelims facts, ki ase Dhanauri wetland. So the National Green Tribunal has granted the UP government 4 weeks time to update on the status of obtaining the Ramsar tap to Dhanauri wetland. Okay, Ramsar sites India keta ase muk comment section koa, and what is this Ramsar convention hetu tumaloke olop comment section likhi dia. So Dhanauri wetland ki hoy, notified as a Balmiki Ramsar wetland and Sarus Sanctuary Conservation Reserve, who proposed is pending before the Uttar Pradesh Wetland Authority. Aru etu kot ase Greater Noida ase Uttar Pradesh area coverage kiman 98 hectares. Kiyor kane important hoy because it is home to 217 species of birds including Ceres crane dekhibo pada yate. Okay, and therefore it is the possibly the largest roasting site for the Ceres crane in North India. So very important Dhanauri wetland. Okay, next, cricket in Olympics, a good sign. Even Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday appreciated. Okay, so International Olympic Committee approves cricket among the 5 sports from 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, whose final voting will be held soon. So it's a very good sign towards India because India will have an edge to even gather the potential of acquiring a respective medal in the Olympics, because we all know that India is in a very stable position towards making some good ranks in the international cricket. Okay, so hetu sign dekhi pelai it's a good sign that today in cricket is very much included in the Olympics too. Then green credit program and ecomark scheme. So ki hoy etu bostu, so the MOEFCC has introduced the GCP and the ecomark scheme to take ahead the lifestyle for environment. Objective ki hoy sustainable living, environment conservation, eco-friendly practices, okay, and also aligning with the global sustainability goals. Our tar upor India's commitment for conservation and protection of the environment. So what is this GCP? So GCP is an innovative market-based mechanism designed to incentivize the voluntary environmental actions across diverse sectors by various stakeholders. Our main motto to ki hoy to promote positive actions through market-based mechanism and generating green card. Okay, so etu bostu amar karone important hoy. So ebilak jetia amar environment ba green corridor ba conservation or kotha yat thake tehole obviously these things becomes very important. So ebilak sai loba green credit program and ecomark scheme, very very important in the context of environment and also in the context of the current affairs associated with the environment related subjects. Okay, jitu moi ecomark boli ko ecomark bostu ki hoy. So ecomark is subsequently notified version and accreditation and labeling for household and consumer products that meet specific environmental criteria while maintaining quality standards as per Indian norms. Aru etu keneke notified hoy through the ecomark's certification rules of 2023, which labels eco-friendly products. Okay, very important, monot rakhiba. Okay, chalo. So yate gutekhini likha ase ki hoy ecomark scheme and all. Okay, so this is our academic team and our CNA team. Thank you all for today. We'll meet